No questions? Is Alva here? Alva, yes, Alva, I can see. Alva, I would appreciate if you could stay 5 minutes more at the end. I would like to talk to you. Yeah? Okay, perfect. So when we finish, I would like just to have a private conversation with you. Okay. Okay, let me share my screen again. Okay, ready. Okay, I'm going to share my screen again. So you should be able to see my presentation again. Okay, and let me see the participants. Who else is waiting? Okay, Freddy. Uniéndose. Okay. Okay, so this chart you have seen at the beginning of the course in the first unit in the video, right? And now you can understand and see that you have done most of this already, right? So let's say you have a problem, you have question, you have hypotheses, objectives. So now this is the time where you are reading. You already had chance to analyze your some articles, right, in order to come up with your conceptual framework. But now you should look for really like reliable sources, credible sources. In the literature review, try not to use more than 5 sources. So you really need to find at least 5 potential sources, okay? If you use more sources, let's say 6, it's okay. But be sure that it's not overwhelming, okay? That your literature review is not 4 pages. So you should also consider the number of words, approximate, okay? Can be a little bit less or a little bit more, but not obviously 200 words more, okay? So that's why I try to look for really reliable academic sources. I'm pretty sure you had one subject with, if I'm not mistaken, with Mariela, where she was actually teaching you how to find reliable, credible sources. Besides, I give you some information in some articles, how to do it, what it is, what kind of knowledge or information is necessary for you for this investigation. So after this, you might also clarify. So here's the stage after literature review that you clarify your objectives, questions, problems, and so on. So you still improve it, but by now it should be really clear and you should understand what you're going to do. Okay, so also I have given you the information about design and development of your project. So quantitative, qualitative method, action research, questionnaires, interviews, observation. This was from the beginning. It was not hidden. You knew from the beginning that will be obligation for you to use this, but you were learning also what other types exist. Okay, so this part you will design in the next task in January, but you will just focus on the stages, like steps, how it will be done, what will be done, what participants will be in specific details. So you will do it in January. You will design this like preparation plan, okay? And in the next semester, you will focus more on a specific charts or questions that you will use for each one, okay? And obviously, you can involve other tools. For example, lesson plans, activities. You will design charts of things that are necessary for you, besides questionnaire, interview, and observation. So obviously, you can do more if it's necessary. For example, the chart for background research, maybe you would like to have like the beginning, giving the chart and having your students to complete, so you know more information about them, okay? Or maybe that would be the background, right, of your students. Maybe you need to also ask for permissions. That can be an extra paper that you got a permission signed by the principal that you will observe somebody's class. That actually brings me to the question of some of the students. Is it necessary to be a teacher? Because I'm not a teacher, so I'm not going to do research. So that's actually what your final conclusion when I was asking for you, what is your limitation? And I'm not going to do research because I don't have a class. This is my limitation. I mean, obviously, if you don't do it, you fail the course, okay? I mean, this cannot be your limitation because this is requirement for this course to do the action research. How can I do it? Well, obviously, you can ask for permissions to be a co-teacher. You can substitute the teacher if possible, be in some moments a teacher, or you can observe the teacher. Right? It's not necessary to be exactly you can have your own group. Okay. So I have some suggestions for the interview. I think somebody has the audio on. It's kind of interrupting. There is a dog barking. Okay. So interview. I have some suggestions. For example, what happens in the interview? Well, in the interview, I might interview teacher, students, and think, let's say, what is the, asking the question, what is the problem? Why this problem happens? Okay, maybe looking for the preferences of students. It depends on your research. What are the preferences of students? Obviously also for teachers' opinions, ideas. How the classes were in the past, okay, what teachers have done so far to improve the class. So the current situation can be investigated through the interview, okay? That's where you can also get the ideas, what else is needed, okay? What actually am I going to observe? So when you have the class and you have time for observation, you can use this interview, right? And select those points that should be detected, okay? Maybe have you detected those problems? How many students? Okay, you have one class. Okay, now you might give suggestions to the teacher. Okay, what about if we try this new technique? Okay, because I studied in the literature review that this technique can help. So according to the background of your students, I suggest you to try this technique, these activities. So you're going to have several classes and you observe how these changed. Was this seen as improvement? Okay. What things had to be added? What things had to be eliminated? What things teacher has to consider while teaching to improve that, well, to solve that problem, right? If it's a pronunciation, what is missing? Why students continue having these problems with the pronunciation? What strategy, what technique, what activities can I use to improve the grammar or pronunciation? But I'm not going to have the goal that my students by the end of my research will learn what is the present simple tense, or what is a noun, or what is a verb. That is not a point of research. It's an objective of one lesson. Okay, so as you see, here's the observer. Usually you sit at the back, you let the teacher have the class. So should be sure that you're anybody, well, not of the students are interrupted by you. You cannot interrupt the teacher, okay? Or if you are teaching, because some of you have your own classes, you can be both a teacher and observer, and using the camera to record yourself, okay? So here's it comes to another problem. Teacher, we cannot have these tasks because this is one of the limitations. We do not have face-to-face classes. We continue having classes. We just change the room. Now it is not face-to-face room. It is in internet, right? In the platform through the computer, and it's still the class, and it's still observable how the students behave. Obviously, you will need to have all your students having cameras on. Maybe it will not be the same. Obviously, that will be the limitation. The result that you obtain will not be the same as could be obtained through the face-to-face. This is the limitation. This is not because you cannot observe. You can do it because you still can ask permission to join, or as anonymous, you can act as a student, so your students do not feel nervous or don't change their behavior, because it's another limitation. It's another limitation. They start acting and changing their behavior. So it is possible, even though some of you mentioned it's not ethical. Well, yes, but if you do not harm their personal, let's say, personal information, identification, obviously this video is not shown to anyone. Obviously it's anonymous and it's only you and teacher who knows, right? Sometimes even it is the teacher who doesn't know, but that can be really unethical in our situation. Sometimes principals of the school do that. They hire an inspector, bring an inspector as a student, and this inspector observes anonymously a teacher to check if it's true that the teacher doesn't give good job. This is not ethical. Sometimes it happens, this is inspection, but ethically, teacher has to be, obviously has to be, has to know that you are observing, right? This is one of the ethics, because then later you might have problems. So in the observation, obviously you will see some possible solutions, some implementations. And when you get to your questionnaires, what can you do in the questionnaires? Obviously, you can ask students here. Students can participate, right? You can even ask students that haven't been in this course, but other students, and compare the answers. Those who didn't have these activities, who would like to have these kind of activities, why, what did they like more from one class to another class, because you will have several classes. So this questionnaire might be asked also. These questionnaires might be given to teachers and students, right, to compare their answers, to get the results, and well, maybe some extra information also comes up, right? Obviously, questionnaires can be also anonymous. That's not necessary that they write their own names, right? They can just answer. This is also brings me to the point that you might look for some applications if you want to ease your job, how to design questionnaires. We're going to see it in the next semester. But if you already have some, so please save them. If you see them, for example, during the vacation, some videos, if you watch, and you see this good application that help you to design charts, design questionnaires, because there are a lot of online questionnaires that you can send through email, through WhatsApp, and so on. Okay, so obviously this will be helpful more if you do it like automatic, just writing questions, and it gives you a good shape and form. Or you create a traditional style through the Word or Excel, right? The one that is has been for a long time, right? It's not necessary to buy applications, okay? But you can do it to ease your ease your work. Okay, I think that as we are not going to have forums anymore, I just would like, I already mentioned, so I went a little bit forward. So I mentioned that a forum was in general for you to have a very meaningful discussion, to see your classmates' ideas, learn from them, okay, not only agree with them, Not only say thank you that somebody answered, so this way you get the point, because it was not like this. You're not only getting for participation, you are also getting points for valuable, clear, understandable answers that are your own, right? Where you use your critical thinking, where you help your students, your classmates understand and clarify their doubts. And there are many students who just agreed with the answers that were not correct. Okay, so that was actually sad for me, that I was reading posts and replies, and students disagree, but they're so controversial, see, that could be discussed and you haven't even tried. So that could be really valuable for you. But well, some of you have taken advantage of this. Some of you just pass it, okay? So I had an activity with this, but I just realized that we're not going to have forums anymore this course. But anyway, I really would like you to analyze these forums, and we're going to have a quick activity, 5 minutes activity, well, less than 5. And I would like you to go to Menticcom. If you have a cell phone, or you can open the slide, a new slide, and write www.menti.com. And then you see this code, type the code. So I want you to write what the forum was for you. What do you think forum actually, you can just give phrases like I had, for example, critical thinking, clarification, discussion. What other words do you associate as a forum? Okay, what the forum has to have the meaning of what? Okay, what are maybe the pros of the forum, like benefits of the forum? So write at least 3 words or 3 phrases, okay? So I will be waiting. It's very easy. So you just get www.menti.com, because we're going to have forums next semester. So I really want you to analyze and understand what the forum is about, okay? It's not just a knowing activity. Besides, it helps me a lot, because I can easily say what articles you have read, what articles you haven't read, who read actually reading material. This is like the best tool for me to know if you're actually reading, right? Those topics. Waiting. Nobody is in the Menticcom yet. I'm waiting for everybody. Pedro, are you there? You need to type. Are you typing? Okay, very good. Okay, one student. Academic writing. Okay, yes, here you improve your writing, critical thinking, discussion, citing. You are learning to cite. That is a good idea, because when I ask you to write 200 words, the mistake of the students that they also write the reference, and they count the reference as the counting word. Okay, 200 words is of your post, not questions and the citing, right, the reference. Okay, we share ideas, interactive, yes, okay. Trying to improve, okay. Let us share ideas, clarify, yes, because sometimes when you read, obviously reading material is intensive, and you cannot maybe understand if you don't highlight some ideas, maybe you don't consider them interesting, and other students can think that this, or can take it as important idea, and that's the forum where you realize that you missed something from reading material. Okay, improvement, helpful, clarifying the topics, useful, learning from each other, collaboration. That is one of the 21st century skills. Remember that I asked you, you need to participate 3 days. I give you Wednesday, you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to think, and you have Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday you post, right? You have 3 days, choose one. Then you have 2 days, Tuesday and Friday, choose one day, which one is the most suitable, wherein you are not so busy, so you can get quickly to the platform. Even you can do it outside your house, in your cell phone, right? If you have a platform, just copy paste from your let's say, put it in the WhatsApp and then copy and paste in your platform. And Saturday was the last day. Okay, new ideas, reflective, very good. So this is actually the tool that might be annoying because you are asked to join the forum 3 days a week. But you should understand that it is not the same. You have to come to school 3 days a week. And here, it is only asked to spend your 5 minutes to post. That's it. Okay, obviously you can spend your own time whenever you want to write it, and then just copy and paste in the days that are required for you to participate. Okay, besides, just to remember you that these days also were taken as absences. So please do not well, miss any other tasks because they also are taken as absences. Okay, I don't really consider the sessions as absence, the ones that we had, because there were extra activities for you to understand the topic, to clarify. But anyway, this session, yes, will be counted. So please, if you forgot to type your name, don't forget to type it in the chart if you didn't do it in the first part. It's very important, okay? So, well, I think we're finished. Well, thank you very much for coming. For me, it's very important that I see the students that really care for the subject and learning something. I'm really happy with the results, okay, of many of you. It's difficult, but it will be valuable for you as teachers to learn how to improve your own classes when you're already teachers, okay? Obviously, when you are professional teachers, you will not go through such a difficult process. It will be much easier for you. Okay, any questions, guys? Come on. No? At all? Let me see my chat. I really hope that it's clear. Oh, it doesn't open. ¿Dónde está? No se me abre. Ay, perdí mi chat. No sé dónde está. Okay. I cannot find the chat, so you can just activate your microphone. No? No questions. Okay, so then I think I didn't miss any points. And well, thank you very much, and we'll have a great vacation. I hope you enjoy your time with your family. Stay positive. That's the most important. Okay, not everything is so bad as it seems. Okay, I'm very happy to see you, to teach you, and continue being able to be a teacher. So that's the most important for me. And I hope for you that you can continue learning and getting some education. Okay, so well, then I see you next year. Next year. Okay, bye. You're very welcome.
See you, teacher. Thank you.
See you. Very happy to see your smiles. Bye.
Bye, teacher. See you.
Yes, bye. Bye. I just would like to see Alba, please. Alba, don't forget. Okay, she's here. Thank you. Bye, guys. Okay, now the chart appeared. Okay, thanks, teacher. Have a nice weekend. Thank you. Goodbye, teacher. Okay, so no questions. Yeah, no. Okay, so now the chat appeared. I was looking, where did it jumped? Okay, so Alba, I just have a question. I really like your project, and obviously this is a part of my action research. Obviously, I still wish to improve. Oh, okay, yes, I still wish to improve some material, some things. I really want to know, I have 2 questions. Maybe I will come with more, but by now I have 2. What activities or what you like the most, okay? Or maybe what information or part of the whole course was the most helpful for you, like that you really got the idea what you want to do in this course, and well, anything that you like think as a positive thing.
Well, teacher, I'm really bad at interacting with great masses of people. Like, I don't know much about like interviews, so it was pretty useful for me to learn about that and how can you conduct research uh, by like being sensitive towards your topic and towards your students, towards your field in general. And I believe that when it comes to this subject, what I found the most useful and most important and what I liked the most is that you will learn to grow um, like a lot of respect for researchers and for your own field and for the teachers who are willing to do research, and also for your case studies, for the people who are willing to cooperate with you. So I think that's the most important thing about the subject.
Okay. What about like material? Material that you have, how was it easy? What were the easiest things that help you like really understand the topic?
I think sometimes you put like charts in the study material, like that have like summaries of the main points, and I think that was pretty useful. I'm not a visual learner, but I cannot like grasp that much information at the same time. So what I used to do is that I read the whole study material, did the activities, and then I came back to the chart because it was easier for me to comprehend the doubts that I have. So I think that that's pretty useful. That's what I liked, like the charts and the little summaries and the extra information, because it was like, I don't know, it was really tidy, it was really organized, and I was like, oh, so pretty.
Okay, thank you. Actually, that was an additional tool that I implemented this year, because last year I didn't have that. And that what actually made me understand that students, when they go like step by step, they are totally lost because they don't know what they will happen at the end. So for this reason, I decided to give you everything, what will be the end, and then go step by step, because this way you can go back, okay, I'm in this step, I'm in this step, so I can see where actually I'm moving. Okay, some points or something, some activity, or maybe some things that you think were like not necessary, like bad things that you did.
Bad things, I can think of a specific one, like when I'm
difficult, maybe something difficult.
difficult. Well, like I said, I'm not that much of a visual learner, so I struggled a lot when we have to do visuals. Like when you send us to do like charts or canvas or things like that, I was like, please don't. So I'm like, I like summarized information. I like the way in which you summarize it, but when it comes to me, I struggle a lot when doing visuals. I don't like it. I'm bad at it. But that's just personal. I particularly didn't find anything wrong about the material. It was more like my personal preferences.
Okay, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I'm going to interview more students. Maybe I get some more information, but it was very useful, Alba. Thank you very much. And I really would like to say thank you for helping Nicolas. You are working with him. Yeah. So basically you're doing double job, and you're doing two researchers, and I can see your hand there. Really appreciate that you can help him and understand the topic, because obviously you also have some things to improve. I mean, all of you, but if you get like less points, so don't be disappointed or something. That means can be like alert you, okay, I need to do better, because I really want you to get more. Okay, I know that you can do it. So sometimes when I see you like, you were relaxed, I can see it because I know what you can give me. You can give me more, and that's what I want from you. So if you lose 1 point, obviously it doesn't really affect your grade, but okay, we're going to be disconnected soon, but well, we finished. So, well, I really appreciate and thank you very much. So, well, I obviously will continue improving this subject and material. try and maybe reduce the, I hope it was not overwhelming. How do you feel? Was it overwhelming?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so then
Thank
have
you.
a great vacation and see you next year.
See you.
Bye, Alba.
Bye.